Hey, what's up everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today I'm going to open a Murders at Karlov Manor Collector booster box. Before we jump into today's video, let's just kind of get this out of the way here. I understand that Karlov Manor is not a banger of a set. I understand that it is almost no one's favorite set, and I understand that this video is not going to get the views that most of my other videos do, and that's okay. So for those of you who are watching, hey, thanks, I appreciate it. And let's talk about this a little bit. So I considered opening a play box of Karlov Manor, and then I considered the collector box, right? And so what I was looking at in this set is, I don't know if people are paying attention, but the land cycle in this set is really popping off. Of course, all 10 lands are in there. They're surveil lands, and they range as a base copy from a low of $5 up to a high of currently $15, $16. When you take the market value of each one of them, you add it up, and then you divide it by 10, the average value of one of the lands from the land cycle in this set is $10, and it's even more for the borderless, and the borderless foils are have a 3x multiplier on some of them. So I opted for the $150 base cost of the collector box, and my thought process is that probably, I try to get 80% return on the $3 rares and the mythics, and try and make up the rest in the uncommons. And my theory is that, honestly, I think I could probably get at least 80 of that in the lands alone, and then hopefully we can make up the other $40 in the other stuff in here. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive on in, and let's crack some packs. So as I noted, current market value on the collector boxes is $150 comparative to the play boxes, which are about $100 right now. And Lush Portico, I think as far as the land cycle is concerned, is the low. And then right now, as of the filming of this video, the Elegant Parlor, the base copy, selling for 15, 16. The borderless 21, and then a borderless foil is 35. So as I mentioned, a lot of the lands have a pretty good multiplier on them. And I'm pretty sure out of the collector packs, we should probably expect anywhere from the range of 5 to 7. So I'm thinking that those will do the heavy lifting. I don't know. One box doesn't show us a lot, but it's a theory. All right, we start off with an Assassin's Trophy in the extended art foil, reprinted again now in Assassin's Creed. So the values drop way down. This extended art foil might be over $3 still. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Put that up top still. Homicide Investigator is our next rare. On the trail is our Commander card. I actually haven't checked the Commander stuff, and I should have done that. So shame on me. I don't know what is of value here. I'll put the price bubbles up here if it's above $3 or whatever, but shame on me. I forgot to do my homework there. No Witness as an extended art. And a Doppelgang, which is a fun rare as a pack foil rare, into our uncommons and commons after that. So I mentioned all the strength of the land cycle, which is, again, probably due to both the playability and the lack of product being opened. I think that's going to do the heavy lifting for us. Beyond that, if I'm being honest, it is, it's not all rosy. The set doesn't have a ton of value right now outside of that. Extended art foil Hunted Bone Brute. What do I want to do here? I don't know. Let's do this. Throw it down there. Intrude on the Mind as a showcase rare. Showcase mythic. The Mythics, Vein Ripper still at the top. A base copy is $20. After that, it is a stark path downward. I think Delny is the next highest, and Delny's down to 11 or 12. Then Massacre Girl. So, that's why I say tentatively, the Mythics aren't going to do a ton for us here unless we pull one of those that I named. It's a cool card though. Intrude on the Mind is a sweet card. Unshakable Tail as the Commander card. Into Connecting the Dots as the extended art. And Kellen the Inquisitive Prodigy as a pack foil into that. We should also be live for about 1 invisible ink per box. That was kind of the special cool thing of this set. And if we're being real honest with ourselves, it did not work out well. It flopped pretty hard. In fact, the invisible inks are basically the same value as a regular copy of the card, which is really of whatever its version is, which is really saying something. I think they're cool, but they definitely did not take off. As of now, anyway. Who knows what the future holds? Reenact the Crime as a showcase extended art, showcase foil, extended art foil, whatever. World Soul's Rage, also a showcase rare. Armed with Proof as our Commander card, so we are not hitting any lands as of yet. A lot of box left, though. Drag the Canal. And a No Witnesses as a pack foil. Again, I think for us to have a real shot, we probably need at least 5 lands and out of a collector box. Keep in mind the whole land cycle's in here, right? So you have 10 rare lands. But I think we probably want to have at least 5 to have a shot. 7, I think, puts us in business. There are also special guests in this set, which is one of the things I considered. The collector versus play booster box. And getting a foil. There's usually a pretty decent multiplier on a foil special guest as opposed to the regular. All right, Yaris, Roar of the Old Gods in the showcase treatment. The other thing is the showcase treatment did not work. I dig the aesthetic of the case file dossier, but it has not been popular. Mythic is a Mythic Commander card. It is Marvo Deep Operative, the Octopus Rogue. Okay. Actually, honestly, I haven't seen or played with a lot out of the Commander's cards from this set, so you never know. Unyielding Gatekeeper as the extended art. Barbed Servitor as the pack foil, and that will do it there. All my talk of all the cool lands, and we haven't seen one in the first 4 packs yet. Well, this is going to be a heck of a box if I brick the lands. Other rare-wise, we do still have War Leader's Call, but even the base copy of that I think is down to like 6 or 7. Archdruid's Charm, kind of the same, down to about 6 or 7. Still good value pulls. It's our 3rd No Witnesses as the extended art foil. There we go, Thundering Falls. Hey, there is our first of the land cycle. Borderless Thundering Falls I think is like 11 or 12 bucks. So, again, pretty good baseline there. I think the regular copy is like 9. Borderless is probably like I said, like 11 or 12. So that's one we needed. Next up, we have another Commander Mythic. This is Nelly Borka, Impulsive Accuser. Okay. Hide in Plain Sight as the extended art. Niv Mizzet Guild Pack as a pack foil. And that will do it there. Okay. Last pack of the first half of the box. Has not been a banger. A lot of ball game left. And again, you know, it would be great to pull like a Vein Ripper. It's great to be pull a Delny. I would even love either of those in Invisible Ink especially. But the help, what we're going to need is really going to come from the lands. Here we go. We have an Audience with Trostani as a showcase foil. Borderless showcase foil. Krenko, Baron of Tin Street in the showcase. Dossier version. Show-stopping Surprise as the commander card. Prof's Eidetic Memory, which is a card that does have a few dollars of value. I don't know if it quite breaks 3. It might as the extended art version. I'll put it up top just because I also think it's actually a pretty good card. And then, oh, hey, nice. There we go. There's our second of the land cycle. That is the Commercial District. I think the regular Commercial District is probably around $9 or $10. Pack foil, I wouldn't give it much of a multiplier. So, again, probably the same, about $9 or $10. But, hey, it's another $9 or $10. You know, and I'm not, oh, hey, pick your poison. There is still good commons and uncommons. Pick your poison, sees modern play. So, you know, I know we don't lean on those. We don't tend to focus on those with box openings. But if we're talking about your EV or your expected value of a box, I think you probably have to at least give that a little bit of consideration for MKM. There are some pretty solid commons and uncommons. Even some that have value of $1, $2, $3. So it's a thing. It's at least, I don't want to say hidden value, but it's kind of accounted for. Coveted Falcon as the extended art foil. There we go. Elegant Parlor. Beautiful. Right now, and I just sold a borderless foil one for like 30, 31, something like that. The regular non-foil version is, I think, pushing 22. So, huge hit. This is boosted by the fact that right now, just the Boros lands in general are seeing a ton of play. And that's in both Pioneer and Modern. So they're kind of the hot thing right now. That might die down at some point, but right now, Elegant Parlor is the most valuable of the Surveil lands. Good hit there, $22. All right, Print Lifter Ooze. Another Assassin's Trophy. Would have been a time when Ravnica, what is it, Guilds of Ravnica came out. Assassin's Trophy was like the pull. It was like a $20, $25 card. No longer the case. I'll still put it up top. Sharp-Eyed Rookie, not to be mistaken with Sharp-Eyed Wookie. And that'll do it for that pack. All right, 5 packs left. We only have 1 set mythic so far, so yeah, that is something to look forward to. Additionally, we have not seen a special guest nor an invisible ink card, which of course nothing is guaranteed, but they should average about 1 per box. Oh, Rakdos. Okay, so this is the showcase foil version of Rakdos. Rakdos is actually a pretty decent card. Actually, again, kind of displaying the disdain that people seem to have for the showcase, or at least the not love. The showcase version is cheaper than the regular version. This is probably like a $4 to $5 card, though. It's not bad. It's value. Ends, Rags, Rampage as the showcase. Bolt Bender as our commander card. Kylox's Volt Strider. So the mythics, the set mythics are picking up. Unfortunately, the Volt Strider, this wasn't a good card even when it came out at release. You never know what the future holds, but... And then Pyrotechnic Performer as the pack foil. All right. So we're on 3 lands right now, and again, I feel like we need at least 5 to have a decent shot. Would love to also see a borderless foil one. It's amazing when sometimes the borderless foil land is like, yes, please give me one of those. Drag the Canal as an extended art foil. Followed by Officious Interrogation. Copy Catchers as the commander card. Outrageous Robbery in the extended art. And Intrude Upon our second Intrude Upon the Mind. Intrude Upon the Mind this time as a pack foil version. Not a big value driver there. Okay. 4 packs left. We did our mythic count shot up real quick. We're now at 6 mythics, 2 of those being commander. But again, like the difference makers really are Vein Ripper, Delny, even Ansrag, which was like a $20, $25 card when it came out as like a $3 or $4 card right now. It just doesn't see play. Vanifar. Okay, so Vanifar Evolved Enigma. That is an invisible ink. I'll try to capture it. You can kind of see, there you go. You can kind of see that in there. Vanifar is not one of the bigger hits. And again, I mentioned even the invisible ink, as cool as I actually think it is, has not really taken off. So Vanifar, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is like $1 or $2. It's sweet though. I mean, it's a invisible ink. It's a cool treatment. Followed by Ansrag, the Quake Mole. Again, at inception, this would have been like a $20, $25 card. Right now, I want to say this is probably sub 5, maybe in the $3 to $5 range. Panoptic Projector as the commander card. 10th District Hero as an extended art. And there we go. We were desperate for another land. Underground Mortuary, which I think Elegant Parlor and then the Undercity Sewers are the 2 most valuable. I think the Mortuary, though, tends to be the 3rd most valuable right now. I would guess this card is probably in like the maybe $10 to $11 range. So good solid hit there for us. All right, unauthorized exit. Sure. I don't even know why I put these over there. We're not gonna have a ton of juice. This is not what this box is. Which again, open boxes for whatever purpose you see fit. I'm not using this as like a run out and buy a bunch of MKM. I'm just saying it's probably better than most people realize, is what I theorize. Expedited Inheritance. I don't even remember this card. 2 for damage. Controller may exile that many cards. Oh, yeah, I kind of remember this card. Okay. Again, Mythic's not really a draw unless you hit like a select 2 or 3, but that is an extended art foil, Expedited Inheritance. Teysa, the Opulent Oligarch in the showcase. Havoc Eater as the commander card. Blood Spatter Analysis. And an Illicit Masquerade. Okay. All right, last pack of the box. Can we get any additional juice? Mythic count did show up, by the way. We were, normally in a collector box, you're like, hey, where are all the mythics? In this set, it doesn't matter as much, but here we go. Last pack. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that is a huge hit for us. Undercity Sewers Borderless Foil. I'm going to guess that this is probably about $20, $25. That is a big pull for us. Goes a long way towards that box value, and it also brings us to a 5th of the Surveil lands in this box. That is also, by the way, just beautiful art. Like they really did nail it with these. The borderless were really good in this set. I will give them that. Huge hit for us. Sharp-Eyed Rookie in the showcase. By the way, we did not see a special guest. Unfortunate. Immortal Obligation as the commander card. Lost in the Maze in the extended. Conclude with a, oh, Leyline. All right, nice. So we hadn't seen like an Archdruid's Charm. We hadn't seen Leyline. Leyline used to be, when the set came out, it used to be one of the top mythics in the set. Top rares in the set. I think when it came out, Leyline was like, what, 15, 20 bucks maybe? I think it's way down now. It's still a good hit for us. It's probably like, I'm going to say $7 as a pack foil, but you know, hey, that's not awful. That's solid value for us. Not a bad way to wrap up, not a bad pack to wrap up. So let's just take a look here. And I'm going to guess, given that it was on the lower end of average, that the Surveil lands, like, it didn't necessarily carry us across the finish line. But again, I'm going to guess that between the Undercity Sewers and the Elegant Parlor, that might be like 45 to 50 bucks between those two alone. $150 box, that gets you, you know, a third of the way there. So this box might be a little bit better than I think. It's definitely like without the presence of like a Vein Ripper or Delny or a cool special guest card, especially like a borderless foil. It's definitely not going to be a top tier box, but it might actually still be a decent example of why I think MKM, whether it be play boxes or whether it be the collector boxes, actually have a reasonably high floor right now. That's going to do it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button for me. By all means, drop me some comments. And for those of you who did watch, again, I thank you. Be well, everybody.